Hello, everybody. My name is Tyra Furia Harris. I am a 26-year-old stay-at-home mom of four, and I am here to talk to you guys about my first month on zepbound 2.5 milligrams. So keep on watching if you want to know more. So let's start with why I started on zepbound. I went to the doctor back in July of 2025 this year due to dizziness when I'm getting out of bed or just moving around, nausea, and just generally not feeling good. And I've come to find out I am pre-diabetic. That's why I wasn't feeling good. So my doctor talked to me about Mounjaro. She actually suggested it. I knew nothing about GLP-1s until she suggested them. She suggested Mounjaro, which is the same thing as Zepbound, but for people who are diabetic. I got samples in the doctor's office for a couple of weeks. However, my insurance would not cover Mounjaro without me being full-blown diabetic. So around August 13th, I go back in for my doctor's appointment, and she says, we're going to try to prescribe me on Zepbound. We're going to start at Zepbound 2.5 milligrams, just like I was doing with Mounjaro. I was on Mounjaro 2.5, but they switched me over to Zepbound 2.5. I got approved for that instantly, and 2 days later, my pharmacy was dropping it off at my doorstep. So let's talk about after I received my medication. At this point, I had been receiving the couple of samples at the doctor's office. So my doctor was injecting them for me up until then into my stomach. I decided, because that is where I'm most comfortable with, and for me there was no pain, that I would just continue there. And you want to rotate around your stomach like a clock around your belly button. So that's what I've been doing, and it was great. The first week, I immediately noticed the food suppression and the appetite suppression. I wasn't thinking about wanting to eat 24/7, and I lost a total of 7 pounds, which for me, struggling for years just to lose a pound, was great. I started off at 240 pounds, by the way. And when I was on the Mounjaro 2.5 for those couple of weeks, I only lost a total of 1 pound. This being due to, again, the fact that it's to get used to your body, and also I was not exercising and eating the way I was supposed to. And that's really the way that you make this the best. So I took my injection in my stomach. And for the first couple of days, I noticed side effect wise, I was nauseous. Your doctor should prescribe you something for that. I got prescribed, I'm just going to cover up my important information. I got prescribed this, which is basically, I think, Zofran or something. Or whatever that stuff is that keeps you from puking. Anyways, that's what this is. And it's actually 2 boxes. I think they're 30 tablets in each box. So those are really nice. I've only really had to take that on shot day just to help with that kind of initial nauseous that I get. And then the second week on Zepbound 2.5, I lost another 3 pounds. So this is a total of 10 pounds lost. And then over the last 2 weeks, I kind of stalled out on my weight loss. So I talked to my doctor, and we decided it was time to move up to Zepbound 5 milligrams. And I will talk to you about my experience on Zepbound 5 milligrams in my next video. I will also be doing my shot days with you guys from now on, and what I eat in the days. You guys tell me what you want. I am a first-time poster on YouTube. My following is on TikTok, and it's only maybe 2,000 people. But you let me know, and I will do it for you, and I will do body measurements and stuff like that. I will show you what I'm looking like right now. Excuse my dirty TV in my background. that is from my kids. Let me unbutton my bodysuit. Okay, had to unbutton the bodysuit. Make sure my lady parts are covered. Okay. So, by the way, I do have a bodysuit on right now. And then this is kind of like a waist trainer as well. It's tight, just to kind of hold all the jiggle in. But this is what my belly is looking like right now, and my arms. This is the side view. See, I'm hangling and dangling. I do have some back fat. Not that you're probably going to be able to see it right now due to me wearing the bodysuits. And I actually just got these. These are the OQQ ones from TikTok Shop, but that's for a different time. Let me button my stuff back up. Okay, but yes, that is what I look like. And so after my month 1 on zepbound 2.5, I weighed in at 228 pounds. So that's not too bad. It's definitely a lot better than when I started this journey. I actually got to my highest weight of 260 and was like, something needs to change. Again, I am a mom of 4. I'm only 26. I've literally had a kid every other year for the past 6 years or something, 7 years. So, of course, my body's going to be holding in all of that weight and stuff. But anyways, a couple more side effects that I was feeling. I just realized that I totally just fast forwarded past that. A little bit of discomfort in my stomach, but not much. Constipation, which is a normal side effect. I have not experienced diarrhea or vomiting, just constipation and nausea and the food suppression, which is great for me. I can deal with that. Constipation, you could take a stool softener or a laxative. Obviously, I am not a doctor. You need to talk to your doctor, and never do any medical decisions without your doctor's approval first, especially while on a GLP-1. Now, some of you guys may be saying to me, Tyra, I hear you. You're on zepbound, but what is a GLP-1? And I can give you that answer. So, this specific one, so it mimics basically digestion in your stomach, how your stomach digests. It mimics 2 things, tirzepatide versus semaglutide. Tirzepatide mimics 2 things, which is GLP-1 and GIP, and semaglutide, which would be like Ozempic or Wegovy, they are just GLP-1. The baby knocked you over. They are just GLP-1. So that's a bit of the difference. I think for me personally, that's why tirzepatide is better than semaglutide, because the tirzepatide mimics 2 digestive systems in your natural body instead of just one, giving you that extra oomph, But yes, also I can show you what they look like. I just realized I was going to show you guys this. I suggest you guys get a Sharps container. If you don't want to get a Sharps container, which you can order these for free, by the way, I did, and then they give you an envelope so you can mail it back to them so they could safely dispose of it. You just look online for free medical disposal bin. This one's from postmedical.com. But anyways, yeah, get you a little thing to put your pens in, especially if you have little kids. I have little kids, so I could not tell you how many times I've had to stop them from getting into this, from touching my pens. So I'm going to take this off so I can show you. So I have both my 2.5 and my 5 milligrams in here. So let me grab one of each so you can really see. It. Okay. So this is what the zepbound 2.5 milligram pen looks like. And as you can see, this is actually a gray color, and the color does change per dose you go up. So this is what it looks like. It comes in the locked position with a little gray cap on it because the needle is down here. And then this one is the 5 milligram pen, and it's actually purple. It's hard to tell on here, but it's like a dark purple. This is actually my second 5 milligram. But yeah, that's what they look like. Definitely get yourself a container, or like use a laundry soap container. That would work too. So you have somewhere safe, because I have littles and they touch stuff. But yeah, please leave comments down below, questions, concerns. If you're wondering the best way you can go about getting it, I do suggest you talking to your doctor and seeing if your insurance covers it. That's the cheapest option. My insurance actually covers mine, so I don't pay anything. I do live in California, so I have a partnership of Health Plan of California, which basically is a lot of free medical care versus like Blue Shield Cross or something like that where you have to pay a copay. But definitely do that. Otherwise, the Lilly Direct website, the manufacturer company website, actually does have a self-pay option, but it is like a couple $100s, if not more. So I would definitely look into that. Talk to your doctor if you want to start your weight loss journey, because you won't regret it. And I will be back to you with my next video.